thing about metal music is you really have to have an aptitude for it built in you, or else you're never really going to get it. You know, like the people that say, well, I like all kinds of music, they don't get death metal, and they never will. They're not picky enough. And even those of us who are fans of extreme metal, we start off with something much simpler and we build up. It's like an addiction and needs to get stronger as you go along. I remember the first time I ever heard Metallica. You wouldn't think that's a big deal, right? But back in 84, 85, my friend let me hear Ride the Lightning album. Well, the first song anyways, Fight Fire with Fire. I said, that is just too much. It's just screaming. I don't get it. It's just noise. But the aptitude was in me. I just wasn't ready to jump to that point yet. What really got me in started was Van Halen, a band I still love today as one of my favorites. You know, they were just like the perfect band at the perfect time when they came out. David Lee Roth, the ultimate frontman with his crazy screams and on-stage ninja kicks and acrobatics. Eddie, I mean, fuck, you can't get more amazing on guitar than Eddie Van Halen. Such an innovator. And those tones back then, nobody's guitars were that heavy. Michael Anthony and his not only great bass playing, but also that high-pitched harmonies that he did. And of course, Alex Van Halen, who is a monster on the drums, though highly underrated because he's often in the shadow of his brother. But that's what started it for me. Of course, a lot of people who don't even like metal that much liked Van Halen. They were a huge band. I mean, after all, you know, their songs were really catchy, and you know, they were radio friendly. But that guitar tone was the starter for me. After that, it's those bands that kind of helped build MTV. Bands like Quiet Riot, Rat, Twisted Sister. That started getting me into heavy stuff. And again, that was still popular enough for the average Joe who likes everything to get into it. But eventually, I loved that kind of stuff so much, I just needed a little bit edgier, darker. So bring in bands like Motley Crue, Judas Priest, Ozzy Osbourne. There's still a little bit of radio friendliness there, but suddenly I'm starting to leave the herd of people that like whatever's popular. And of course, you know, as a teenage boy, I got adrenaline pumping in me, so what did I need? I needed it faster. Bring in Iron Maiden. Once you're a fan of Iron Maiden, that's it. You're a metal fan. You've kind of separated yourself from the rest of the pack. Steve Harris's killer gallop, and of course, you know, the crazy album covers, operatic vocals that weren't going to be on any top 40 music. And just when I'm thinking, can't get any better than this, then I remember that band my friend introduced me to. Now it's 1986 and I'm ready to check out Metallica. They just put out Master of Puppets, and holy fuck, I love it. Now I'm really a metal fan. That, of course, just leads you more into the big four in thrash metal, so Anthrax is pretty user-friendly, Megadeth has incredible musical skills, and nobody's faster and more evil than Slayer. Once you get into Slayer, you're ready for just about anything. They started branching out into other thrash bands like Testament, Exodus, Nuclear Assault, and once again, starting to think, just doesn't get any heavier. All of a sudden, here comes death metal. Holy fuck. Death, Obituary, Morbid Angel. But it takes that evolution, you know? I mean, you're not going to listen to Obituary right after listening to Van Halen unless you've kind of built up that tolerance and working that aptitude that's within you. Once again, you think you can't get any heavier than that, no darker, and then all of a sudden, black metal. And it just keeps continuing on. Music gets heavier, faster. Every time we say it can't get any more brutal than this, somebody comes up with it. Before you know it, you're in your 40s and you're buying albums still from Die Hard is Murder or Decapitated. And still, there's always going to be those people, they don't get it. and they're never gonna get it, and that's okay. It's not for everybody. If you don't understand what we like in extreme metal, you're probably never gonna get it. You have to really start from the beginning, build up to it. And it's not for everyone. That's what makes it special. Besides, we need people who like shitty music just to remind us how good we really have it. They were just a big band, and